Race to Water Sports, ahoy. How are we, footy fans? Ready for the second of a doubleheader here. The Bulldogs taking on the Titans. Our first look at the Gold Coast Titans for season 2025. Our first proper look anyway. Obviously, pre-season form, we know what I think about it. Not a whole lot that you can read into it. So we're going to get our first proper look, just like we saw from the Tigers in the previous game. The Tigers dusting up the Parramatta Eels. And what can the Titans deliver in their first outing for 2025? Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy there. Welcome along. Does Ruppel. Ahoy there. Walnut Hills. Ahoy, mate. Should be a cracking contest. I've gone 3 legs in this one. Marcelo Montoya, Bronson Sherry, and Keanu Kinney. That's my 3 legs for this one. We only got 2 legs in the last game, so we're looking for a win, our first win of the weekend. Hoping that this one comes through. We get on the board for what's been really a miserable round for tipping and a miserable round for our same game multis. Burko, ahoy, mate. Go the Dogs. Ryan says, thoughts on kick out anytime? I seriously contemplated it. I gave it, like, legitimate thought for the Army kick out, but resisted the temptation. So, with that being said, the fact that it's been a shocking weekend for me, maybe, just maybe, it would be worth putting him in yours, because I've been going awful. So therefore, by that logic, he might be worth a punt. Walnut Hills says, who you got to win this one? You're backing a Titans upset. Yeah, I've got the Bulldogs winning this. I think the Bulldogs will just be a little bit more settled. Titans, this is their first proper hit out for season 2025. The Dogs, they didn't have it all their own way in round 1, but I just feel they'll be more settled and in their groove. The Titans, unlucky to have the the bye in round 1. So they're getting their first proper hit out. I think the Dogs, battle hardened, and they'll win it in a close one. That's my prediction. But my predictions, as I said, my predictions are worth nothing this weekend. It really has been an awful, awful weekend as far as the tipping goes. And there's the unknown. We have no idea what the Titans are going to dish up. I mean, they could come out and be legitimate top 4 threats. You just don't know. We don't know what they're going to dish up. The Bulldogs, the home side, out onto the field. Stephen Crichton, Captain Courageous. What a player. What a beast. Ryan, thank you very much for the 10 ice creams. Very much appreciate that, mate. Kickoff underway here. Bulldogs, Titans. Let's get a same game multi up. The home side with the kickoff. And the Titans with first use. Big defense from the Doggies there in the first hit up. Very excited for this game. An early shift from the Titans. Expansive play from inside their own 10 meters line. And Keanu Kinney, he looks like he might be out for a HIA in the first tackle. Big Tino leading with that forearm. He's got to watch that. We know that he can sometimes be a little bit guilty of that. But this is a huge defensive set from the Bulldogs. They've forced the cough up here. The Titans spill it. And Stephen Crichton will come away with the ball. Bulldogs go straight on the attack. Well, if that is an answer as to how the Titans are going to go this season, that's a really poor start. Josh Curran takes it inside the 20. Low play the ball. A dominant tackle there from the Titans. Connor Tracy in at first receiver. Inside for Wilson. Tackle 3. 12 metres out here, the Dogs on the attack. Inside ball for Kickow. Kickow takes the line on. Bends the defence. 10 metres out. They go to the right. Curran angles back in towards the posts. 5th and last. Just a couple of metres short here. Last play, Burton to Kickow, who bats it on for Marcelo Montoya. And Montoya scores in the corner. The Bulldogs strike first. They strike early. And it's an early tick off the multi. Marcelo Montoya. A beautiful tap on from Viliami Kickow. 4 points to 0. What a start for the Dogs. Oliver Wilson, ahoy mate. The kick was charged down on the 5th and last. And that got the Bulldogs in this position. And that early shift to the left, Marcelo Montoya says thank you very much. You got to love it when you get a tick off the multi nice and early. 4 points to 0, the kick to come from out wide. Beautiful work. Montoya stepping back in field. Yes, indeed, UFC. That left edge is humming for the Bulldogs. So Montoya was the obvious choice for mine. Everyone else is a lottery. Pat Burton from the sideline. Moves in. Puts it on target. Burton, it's swinging. It's swinging too much. And it's away across the face of the post. 4 points to 0 it remains. Early try for the Doggies. Marcelo Montoya. And there's the contact on Keanu Kinney. Marcelo Montoya on report. And Keanu Kinney, he could be... Well, it didn't seem like there was any head contact, so hopefully he's good. All good. Anon 2770 says, I'm wondering if the Titans will be competing with Para for the spoon. First try was Marcelo Montoya for the Bulldogs, who are now 10 metres out from their own line after the kickoff. UFC OnlyFans says, as a former Union player, one part of the game I don't really understand is the whole edge thing. Well, it's just a fancy way of saying the left-hand side players or the right-hand side players. So rather than saying left wing or right wing, when you say left edge, you're talking about the winger and the centres and the playmaker that stands over that side of the field. Game Mel, ahoy there. Titans back in possession. 5 minutes gone in this one. Bulldogs lead 4-0. Nice strong carry from Phillips. Sami now up towards halfway. Quick play the ball. And forward momentum here for AJ Brimson, who burst straight through. Brimson's in space. Last play now. Jayden Campbell puts the ball high. Tapped back by the Titans, but straight into the hands of Viliami Kikau. And Kikau's away upfield. Up over the 40. Brought down on halfway by Campbell. What a charge by the big fella. Montoya now carries to the 40. The Bulldogs looking very switched on. 6 again as Bronson Sherry heads across field. 30 metres out from the line. Play 1. Harry Hayes with his first touch. Curran. Immense as always, Josh Curran. 20 metres out. Marnie fires it into midfield. Sexton with the inside ball for Wilson. 15 metres out from the line. Play 4. Hayes with the inside pass for Maxi King. 5th and last. Just a couple of metres out now, the Dogs. Marnie goes right. Salmon to Connor Tracy. Now it's up for Blake Wilson to angle back in field, and he spills the ball in contact. That'll be a handover for the Titans. Titans with the offload. Here's Jayden Campbell now on second phase play with a little bit of space. 20 metres out from their own line, the Titans. Campbell-Gillard. Boy, the Eels were missing somebody like a Campbell-Gillard today. Big Tino. And a penalty to the Titans. A much-needed piggyback up the field late in the tackle count. They needed that. So who's everybody got in this game? I've gone for the Dogs. I just think they'll be too settled. The Titans, this is their first hit out. They'll only get better from here. Whatever they come up with today, they'll only improve in the ensuing weeks. Here's Campbell now. Inside ball for Fodawaker. 25 metres out, and Campbell spills it. Knocked on tackle 2. That's really poor. On 2770. Thank you very much for the kind words. And Omi 79. You love the Bulldogs. Well, Desi looks like he's ready to tear his hair out. Geordie Aussie, ahoy mate. What a race. A lot closer than I would have liked. Oscar Piastri, what a big mistake it was. McLaren, another 1-2. Thank you very much for the 3 TikToks as well. Who sent that through? Let me get a name. As Salmon now takes it into contact. Penner, thank you very much for the TikToks there. Try scorer for the Bulldogs was Marcelo Montoya. 5th and last now, the Dogs. 30 out from the line. Sexton puts it high. A little bit too deep, and it should be taken in the in-goal. Keanu Kinney gets a 7-tackle set for the Titans. Taps and offloads. I'm not so sure about that 7-tackle set call. Well, they've come up with a mistake anyway on 0 tackle. They've lost it on 0 tackle. Another simple mistake. The Titans, this is what happens when you play in your first game. A bye in round 1, and it's going to take them a week or 2 before they click into gear. Curran plays the ball 30 metres out from the line. Wilson steps away from one. Oh, it's Preston, sorry. Jacob Preston inside the 20. Thought about having him in my anytime try scorers as well. Salmon in midfield. Nice little pop pass for King. Quick play the ball. Front foot momentum here for Curran. 6 more tackles for the Dogs. They're a metre short. Marnie fires it out now for Sexton to dummy. Takes the line on. Almost goes over himself, Toby Sexton. Half a metre short. The Bulldogs. Marnie. Pass across the face of the post to King. King is held up and dumped backwards. Still on here for the Bulldogs, though. Tackle 3. Marnie to Curran, flat-footed. And he's wrapped up. Standing in the tackle, though. Now he goes to ground. 4th. Just to the right of the post. Sexton. Now to Burton. Inside ball for Bronson Sherry, who heads back across the face of the post. And he'll take the 5th and last. Just to the right of the uprights. 5 out. Marnie. To the right edge they go. And Jamin Salmon dummies and bounces over the line. It's another try for the Bulldogs. They're on a roll here, the Doggies. 8 points to 0. The kick to come. Jamin Salmon with the try. Oh boy, the Dogs. They're on fire. Odd pop it, ahoy mate. You can actually pick up the NRL on Sky Sports Action. You only just noticed it streaming on there. You're going to have to start catching up on it and find a team to support. Try confirmed. Jamin Salmon. (8-0) kick to come. Matty Burton, can he put it over? Burton with the conversion attempt. Holds its line just inside that far upright. And it's 10 points to 0. Let's see. Odd pop it. Who could you go for? NRL. Lucas, ahoy there, mate. I go for the Sharks, who had a good win this weekend, which I was surprised about. To be honest, I really thought the Cowboys would rebound in round 2 and be a lot better than they were, but they were miserable, weren't they, the Cowboys? 20 metres out from their own line. The Bulldogs, off the back of points, 10 points to 0. Big defense here from Big Tino. Keeping the Dogs trapped down their own half for now. Josh Curran standing in the 2-man tackle. Ashton Curtis and Natalie Green both say, go Bulldogs. Kickout offloads for Burton. He's got Connor Tracy now heading crossfield. Slips into the tackle, and it's high contact, but he has slipped. No malice in that whatsoever. Connor Tracy puts his hand up, lets him know he's okay. Jamin Salmon finds some space down the short side. Salmon's having a blinder. 5th and last, Burton puts it high from 40 out. Testing high ball here for Keanu Kinney, who does extremely well. He's taken inside his own 10 metres line. Brilliant work, though, from Keanu Kinney. But the Titans, they've spent the entire game so far trapped down their own end of the field. I actually don't think they've had one tackle inside the Bulldogs half. Lucas, thank you very much for the TikTok. Cheers. Fifth and last. Campbell gets the kick away, just. Connor Tracy happy to let it bounce, and it sits up for him inside the 10. Returns it to the 20, offloads. Space here for Montoya. Can't get on the outside of Jojo Fafita. And they'll play it on tackle 1. 30 out from their own line here, the doggies. Bronson Jerry in midfield. Been a great start for the home side. Marnie down the short side for Crichton. Crichton bends the line. Needed some support runners. Needed to get the arms free. 40 metres out from the Titans line. Burton on to Kickow at pace. Cuts back in field. Offloads back for Burton. Kickow's having a blinder. Burton now goes straight up the middle. Matt Burton's got support from Reed Marnie. And the Bulldogs are in again. The doggies have scored again. Fa'asuamaleaui Kickow bending the line. Getting the offload back to Burton. And it just opened up in midfield. Matty Burton slips straight through. Draws in the fullback and puts Marnie in under the post. Beautiful play here from the Bulldogs. Oh, they're on fire. This is the difference. A team that's already played one round versus a team playing their first game. This is the mismatch that gets created. Burton putting a step on Beau Fermor. And a simple draw and pass on Keanu Kinney. Reed Marnie untouched. But Fa'asuamaleaui Kickow is an absolute beast out there today. Bending the line, running and hitting the ball at pace. Getting offloads away. 14 points to 0. Kick to come from right in front. Conversion from right in front, successful. 23 and a half minutes remaining in the first 40. Bulldogs lead 16 points to 0. This could turn out to be an absolute thumping. Ashton Curtis predicts Bulldogs to win by 40. Well, they're well on the way, aren't they? Been an unbelievable start for the home side. Back underway, and the Bulldogs are full of running now. Outside their own 20. On play 2. 23 minutes to go here in the first half. Curran. Again, he stands in the tackle. Finally brought to ground. Josh Curran is a monster. I love him. One of my favorite players. Connor Tracy. Plays it inside the 40. Burton puts a low flat kick in, looking for the angle for a 40-20, and it's just short. It goes into touch 21 metres out from the line. Matt Burton has nearly pulled off a special there. Had acres of space to put that ball into. Just misses out on the 20-metre line. Titans play it in midfield, and they spill it on tackle 1. It's here for the Dogs again. Crichton taps the ball back. The Titans have knocked it on play 1. And look at how pumped up the Bulldogs are. Well, this is a disaster for Desi's Titans. So much dropped ball. Brian Kelly, the culprit on this occasion. And here come the doggies again. Scrum down, midfield, 20 metres out. Marnie breaks to the right. Crichton's there. Takes the line on. Tackle number 1, 12 metres out. Crichton plays it. Sexton, inside ball for King. King's taken high. Gets the offload back for Marnie. Sexton in midfield. Out the back to Burton. Burton cuts back inside. And he's taken down a couple of metres short. And a penalty for the high contact on Max King. Penalty to the Dogs. Take the 2. Marnie taps and King charges towards the line. Maxi King brought down a metre short. Salmon, first receiver to Sexton. Sexton dummies, ducks under a high shot. Penalty again for a high tackle. Well, the Titans have got to be really careful here. That's 2 penalties in a row now inside their own 10-metre zone. They've got to be really careful or someone's going to be having a seat. Marnie taps. Curran on the burst. Stands in the tackle again, Curran. As a matter of fact, he's over the line, Curran. He's claiming the try. And it's been awarded. Josh Curran scores. Well, the Titans have tackled Josh Curran. He stood in the tackle. They should have just left it where it was. But they've dragged him down over the try line and he plants the ball down. That was an absolute nothing try. Curran held up in the 2-man tackle. And they bring him to ground over the try line. The Titans literally just handed that try to the Bulldogs. Odd Poppet says Titans are terrible. I might support them. They remind me of my beloved Wales. I like an underdog story. $20-0. Marcelo Montoya, Jamin Salmon, Reed Marnie, and Josh Curran all scoring tries inside the first quarter. Matty Burton puts this one down the middle. 22-0. The Bulldogs over the Titans. Well, we were having legitimate conversations about an upset in this game. Legit conversations. And the Bulldogs have just blown those talks straight out of the water. And the way it's going, this one will be over by the halftime break. This has been unbelievable. Titans with the restart. And Josh Curran, the try scorer. They're up around his neck again here. They've got to be really careful, the Titans, that they don't just completely fall to pieces. 20 metres out from their own line now, the Dogs. 22-0. The massacre. Max King straight up the middle. 18 minutes to go in the first half. Salmon, he's been immense. Mr. Ed's Dead says, go Bulldogs, go. Your favourite smoke bar in Amsterdam was called the Bulldog. Very nice. I'll have to remember that name. The kick into the 20. Keanu Kinney dives on the loose ball. And the Titans back in possession. 10 out from their own line. Picked up and dragged back in the tackle. The Cats on TikTok says, yeah, up the Dogs. That is fabulous. Seeing somebody with a username, The Cats, supporting the doggies. Brilliant. Jojo Fafita with a nice strong carry. Ryland says up the dogs, though. Fifth and last now for the Titans. Are they actually going to complete a set? Jayden Campbell with the kick from inside the 40. Marcelo Montoya backs up and takes it on the full. 10 out from his own line, but we've got a penalty. We have got a penalty here for the Titans. Jayden Campbell taken out after the kick. Billy Army kick out. Yep. Contact on the kicker after he gets the ball away. So it's a penalty down on the 10-meter line where Montoya caught the ball. Here's an opportunity for the Titans. 5 out from the line. This is an opportunity for them to stand up. King Jaffe Joffa, half a meter short. That's play 2. Inside ball for Chris Randall, who slips in the turf. And a waste of a play, that one. Campbell waits for it in front of the posts. Takes the line on. Goes to ground, 10 out. Crash ball here for Brimson. Brimson bounces it. Oh, he's bounced it over the line, and the Bulldogs come away with it. Connor Tracy looks to counter-attack. And we've got time off. They're going to have a look at the potential try. But it looks like Brimson was over the line, under the post, and he has bounced the ball. AJ Brimson, in a two-man tackle, fights his way over the line. He's over the line. And he bounces the ball. No try. I did tell you, UFC. I did warn you. We were 4 games into round 1 of the season, and you were getting a bit too lippy. I did warn you that people that do that have a tendency to look a bit foolish. All the while, the old Panther absolutely tearing out to an early lead. 0 tackle here for the Dogs. $15.5 to go here in the first 40. On the field now is Tupanua with a strong carry first up. Just short of halfway here, the Dogs. Connor Tracy up over the halfway line now on play 4. Salmon up to the 40. 5th and last now. They stay on the short side. Sexton puts it high. The Bulldogs flying through on this kick chase, putting pressure on Keanu Kinney, who does well. Penalty to the Bulldogs. The exact same penalty that the Titans received. Sexton was attacked after the kick. Late contact by AJ Brimson. And the Bulldogs. A full set of 6 now inside the 20. Rylan, I'm going for the Bulldogs. Tip to the Doggies. Brighton taps, takes the line on. Taken down a couple of meters short. 14 to go until the break. Connor Tracy in at first receiver. Just a couple of meters out now. The Dogs, another try would, well, can't say that it would. Tupanua spills it. Billy Tupanua spills the ball. And that's a let-off for the Titans. They still had tackles up their sleeve, the Dogs. 22 points to nil it remains. Drum down for the Titans. Head out from their own line. Midfield. Oh, I thought the ball spilled out, but it was somebody's headgear. And we've got a big injury concern here for the Bulldogs. Big injury concern. Matt Burton is down, clutching at his leg. Matt Burton is down in back play, clutching at a leg. Uh-oh. Beware, Bulldog supporters. Matt Burton races up out of the line to put the hit on here and slides across the turf on his knee. Oh, and then he gets bent. He gets bent the wrong way. The leg got trapped under his own body. And he has immediately grasped at his knee. His leg just got trapped underneath him. And the human body is not meant to bend that way. And this is very concerning now for the Bulldogs, for Matt Burton. "13 minutes left in the first half. Burton still down. He's being helped up now, but I should imagine he leaves the field. And yes, he does. He's off the field. Well, that is a huge out for the Bulldogs. Matt Burton leaving the field. Oh, this is big. This is big. Matt Burton down the tunnel. Kurt Mann comes onto the field to replace Matt Burton. Fifth and last now for the Titans. Randall will play it. 35 out from their own line. Brimson with the kick. Tracy backing up. Takes it on the full. Connor Tracy brings it out to the 30-meter line and beyond. Good carry back from the kick return. Montoya bumps off the first tackle. Brings it out to the 40. Brighton in a dummy half for Bronson Sherry. On tackle 3, just short of halfway. Tupanua. Another big, strong carry up over halfway. Barney. 2. Who have we got there? Oh, Kurt Mann. Didn't recognize him with that mullet. Fifth and last, Sexton puts the ball up. Contestable kick. This one, Kinney moves forward and takes it well. Keanu Kinney in the air. So Matt Burton, that's the big story of the game at the moment. Ligament damage potentially, but hoping it's not too bad. So Matt Burton has got his leg trapped under his own body. Out to the side. And he got bent over the top of himself, basically. And he immediately screamed in pain and clutched at his knee. Penalty here for the Titans. And he left the field straight away. Kurt Mann's come on. Matt Burton's off. He left straight away. Escorted off with the trainers. 40 meters out now. Kinney with the inside ball to Fleece Haas. 30 meters out now, the Titans. Campbell to Brimson. Steps back in field. Salmon's got him wrapped up. 25 out now, the Titans. Couple of tackles left. Down the short side, Campbell. Cut out pass for Brian Kelly, who flicks the pass around the back to Khan Pereira. And Khan Pereira will score in the corner. Here they come, the Titans. 22 points to 4, the kick to come. 10 minutes until the break. An important try there for the Titans. Matt Burton, a huge out. A massive loss for the Bulldogs. Timo's back. Ahoy there. Conversion attempt from the sideline incoming. I was going to put Khan Pereira instead of Keanu Kinney in my multi, but just there's no value. There was no value in Montoya and Khan Pereira in the same multi. They were both too short priced. Jayden Campbell from the sideline. This ball needs to hold its line. It does. And it just shaves inside the upright. 22 points to 6. 9 minutes until the break. No updates yet on the Matt Burton injury, other than he's being looked at. They're hoping it's a not serious, just some ligament damage. And he left the field as a precaution. Hellfire, Paintball, Salt Ash in New South Wales. Ahoy, mate. Bulldogs with the restart, close to the sideline. And Fodawaker with the hit up. 22 points to 6. That was an important try for the Titans. Harrison, thank you very much for the gift there on TikTok. The Titans starting to get some go forward here. Tom Pereira's away again, just brought down by the back of the jersey. Out of dummy half, now Brimson into midfield. Randall goes straight up the middle. Fifth and last, 40 meters out. The Titans are rolling now. Campbell puts the ball high. Pressure on Connor Tracy at the back. Tracy takes it, leads with the boot too. You've got to be careful with that. Ten meters out from their own line. The Dogs have just gone a little bit flat since Burton left the field. The Doggies have just gone a little bit flat. .30 meters out from their own line. The Dogs, Harry Hayes on play for the Titans. Momentum-wise, just on top at the moment, this little phase of play. Tupanua's picked up and dumped on the fifth and last. Just short of the halfway line. Sexton with the long kick. Taken on the full at the back by Sami. The Titans will start the set 20 out from their own line. Big Tino ready to come back on for another spell. The Titans in midfield. 7 minutes until the halftime break. And here is Tino with his first hit up, leading with the forearm again. As he does. Keanu Kinney takes the line on. Driven backwards here by Biliami Kikau. 40 meters out from their own line. Tino has another run. Fifth and last, just short of halfway. Titans. To Campbell for the kick. A high ball. Pressure on Tracy at the back. Does well to get under it. And brings it back outside his own 20. Connor Tracy. Play one. Wilson. Outside the 30. Caught high there. Blake Wilson. No call for the penalty. Montoya. Big charge upfield. Montoya runs straight over the top of Campbell. And he's brought down on halfway for tackle 3. Sherry goes straight up the middle. Offloads for Connor Tracy. And Tracy's cut down. 25 out. The Bulldogs starting to get some go forward again. Numbers out to the right. That's where they go. Man. Onto Salmon. And Preston with the double pump. And the dummy. He goes to ground on the fifth and last. 5 meters out, over on that far touchline. Sexton with the crossfield kick. Crichton gets up and bats it back. But now Summy scoops it up and races away for the Titans. 0 tackle inside their 20. Flipping into contact here, the Titans. 22-6, another try before the break would be massive for the Titans. 5 minutes to go until the break. Tino can't get away from Tupanua. Kinney. Some fancy footwork in midfield. Cumbria and McKern, ahoy mate. Or Cumbria and McKem. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you again. Tino slow to get back up in back play. The Titans won't want to lose him. Tackle 3 now for the Dogs. Just short of halfway. Tracy in at first receiver. On to Preston. Preston backs into the defense. 40 meters out. Man out the back to Sexton, who dummies and goes through half a gap. Sexton brought down. 25 meters out in midfield. 5th and last. Crichton to Sherry. Sherry drops it. And that's a simple handover there. Bronson, Sherry. Fills his bean. 4 minutes until the break. 22-16, the Titans. And they obviously won't be happy, the Titans, but it could have looked so much worse for them than 22-16 at the halftime break. It's something to build on, at least, that they've been the last team to score a try. And if they can snag another one here, it's game on. Struggling still to get out of their own end, apart from that passage of about 5 or so minutes where they had all the forward momentum. 40 out from their own line. And now the 5th and last. Well, they've gone nowhere really on that set. It was a tired-looking set. The Titans have had to do a lot of defense in this first 40. The high ball down the middle of the field. Tracy takes it. Sums up his options. Offloads for Wilson. Wilson loses the ball on play 1. Titans in possession. Here's an opportunity. 25 out from the line. They attack the left edge. Khan Pereira's in space again. And Khan Pereira will score. Khan Pereira gets a double. And the Titans are back into this in a big way. They are back in this game in a massive way. 22 points to 10. And the Bulldogs have no Matt Burton. 22-10, kick to come. The Titans are starting to click into gear. This is more like it. This is more like the contest we expected. Sideline conversion attempt incoming. Game well and truly on here. Conversion from the sideline is good. And it's 22 points to 12 going into the halftime break. Game well and truly on. Genitalia says Titans have a good team this year, Dan. Still a minute to go to the break. They'll get a full set of 6 here, the Titans. It is a great game now. Bulldogs with the restart. An early shift on play 1. And now they open them up the middle. Almost. Jojo for feeder. The Bulldogs. Maybe they just punched themselves out with all that attack early. They're holding on for dear life here. Brimson on the wraparound. Gets the ball back. 45 seconds left. Tackle 3, just short of halfway. King Jaffe Joffa picked up and dumped. 2 tackles left. Tino out the back to Kinney. Kinney's taken high. 40 out from the line. No call from the official. 5th and last. Campbell puts the ball high down the middle of the field. Pressure on Tracy. Connor Tracy does extremely well there as the kick chasers race through and put pressure on. And the Bulldogs will go into halftime. 22 points to 12. But suddenly, they're looking very, very flat and very, very lost with no Matt Burton. There's the halftime break. The Titans are suddenly in this game up to their necks. No Matt Burton. For the rest of the game, he's been ruled out with that knee injury. The Bulldogs will be hoping that that's not a serious season-threatening injury. And the Titans just swung that game on its head ever since Burton left the field. The Bulldogs have got to dig deep, find a way to win this game without one of their playmakers. Big second half incoming. Absolutely anything can still happen. 22-12 at the break. We got a nice early tick off the multi and then nothing for the rest of the half. Right, halftime here. I'll have a quick break. We'll be back to sum up exactly what we just witnessed. It was like we talk about a game of 2 halves. That was a half of 2 halves. It was all Bulldogs to start. It was all Titans at the back end. 10 points the difference at the break. Place to World of Sports. Be right back after this quick ad break. Poor Matty Burton. That's the big story here. All right, so halftime here, 22 points to 10. The Bulldogs, well, they got off to a ripping start, raced out to a 22-0 lead. But then for the back end of that first half, it was all Titans. A double for Cam Pereira, both tries converted. The Titans have just come soaring back into this game. Only 10 points the difference, 40 minutes left to play, and no Matt Burton. Matt Burton ruled out of the match. Bulldogs fans, they will be hoping for the best possible result for Matt Burton, that it's nothing serious. and that he'll be back in action. Not tonight. He's been ruled out of tonight's game, but for the next round and beyond. Don't know that they can afford to lose Matty Burton. Kurt Mann just hasn't had the same sort of impact. Game on. Ashton Curtis still cheering on his Bulldogs. James has got the exact same bet. Well, hopefully it pays out, huh? Fingers crossed. I was going to go Cam Pereira, but the value just wasn't there. Cam Pereira and Montoya in the same multi just didn't make sense. There was absolutely no value in it. Sean Hewitt, ahoy, mates. Cheers all the way from New Zealand. How are you, Sean? Nice to see you again. But no Matt Burton. That is the big storyline to come out of the game. Matty Burton. Unbelievable. And the game just swung on its head as soon as Matt Burton left the field. Like the Titans started to believe. Exactly what we saw basically out of that round one game, Roosters Broncos, when Victor Radley went down and the Roosters just never clicked into gear again after the stoppage. Well, the Bulldogs have been very flat after the Burton injury stoppage and leaving the field. Well, at least they've got the halftime break to get themselves sorted. Sean Hewitt says, Warriors Roosters next week. What do you suggest a Warriors win? The Warriors let me down so badly in Vegas. I'm having a hard time tipping them. Despite the big win over Manly, don't know if they've won my faith back just yet. So I'll have to have a long, hard think about that one. Warriors versus Roosters next weekend. I'm going to have to sit on that for a few days. Yep, the Warriors have just let me down so badly in the past. Ashton Curtis says Stephen Crichton carries the Bulldogs. Well, he's going to need to today. Stephen Crichton, captain, with no Matt Burton on the field. Comeback season for the Titans over there on TikTok. Quite a few Titans supporters over there on TikTok. I can't help but notice. All the Bulldog supporters are over here on YouTube. All the Titans supporters are over on TikTok. 22 points to 12 at halftime. It looked like it was going to be one-way traffic. The Bulldogs were 22 points to 0 up inside the first 20 minutes. Titans have done well to just hang in, grind out a couple of tries before the halftime break. It's well and truly game on here. Looking forward to this second half. Can the Bulldogs get the momentum back? Momentum, so hard to win back in a game of footy. Once you lose it, the Doggies are going to have to dig very, very deep here. Try and hold their own in the second half. George Alarm, ahoy mates. Your prediction in rugby league, the Bulldogs by 36 points. So George is expecting the Bulldogs to go on with the job here in the second half. Recover and get their act together and run away with it in the second 40. Well, second half is not too far away. I'm going to have a quick job. Have a quick break, a check on my dog, and make sure that she's got her food and top up my drink. I'll be right back. Second half coming up. Okay. Big second half incoming. Ashton Curtis says Stephen Crichton scored 2 tries in the second half. Hey, Joe. Ahoy, mate. Ready for a big second 40 here. Whichever way it goes, I tipped the Bulldogs. So obviously for the Wasted Water Sports tipping contest, I do want the Bulldogs to win. wastedsports.com.au/games. wastedsports.com.au/games. If you would like to join our free tipping and fantasy for season 2025 NRL. It's still early days, so it's not too late to join. Jason Calloway says, Dan, go the Titans. Are you with me? Titans are going to win. I'm sticking with the Bulldogs. There is absolutely no doubt the Titans take all the momentum into the halftime break. But I am going to stick with my original tip and back in the Bulldogs. Second half, not too far away. Kickoff just around the corner. So Matt Burton off the field. As I've said, that is the big story out of this game so far. No Matt Burton for the rest of the game. Papers says, I think Titans might come back here. First try in the second half will be absolutely crucial, I think. I hate to state the obvious, but this could be a game where the first try scorer of the second half wins. Genitalia says, how woeful were those Eels? Oh, they were a disaster, weren't they? Parramatta Eels tonight might have just put on the single worst performance that I've ever seen in the NRL. Atrocious. Was. I've just got a feeling about this game. If the Bulldogs score early in the second half, they might just have a little bit too much gas and hold on at the back end. If the Titans score first, they potentially run away with it. Just run over the top of them. The Bulldogs, you hope that they haven't just over-attacked in that opening 20 minutes. They looked pretty gassed at the halftime break. Hopefully I'll get my 3 try scorers. Yes, regardless of who wins or loses, Mr. Edstead. Fingers crossed for the multi. I'm due for one. It's been a shocking weekend for the same game multis. So hopefully we get that one across the line. We got Montoya nice and early in the game. Still waiting for Bronson Cherry and Keanu Kinney. And Natalia says, go the green machine. Everybody's second favorite team this year. Ricky's Green Goblins. Cumbrian McKem says, what's my take on the Ponga international selection saga? Well, Kalen Ponga is a Kiwi, and as a Kiwi, you want to play for the All Blacks. So if he's got ambitions to represent New Zealand, the All Blacks, and play rugby union, then of course, I mean, it's what every youngster growing up in New Zealand wants to do. Play for the All Blacks. That's the dream, the chase. Now, whether or not Kalen Ponga is good enough to have a crack at breaking the All Blacks, and look, I don't think he's Sonny Bill Williams. Let me put it that way. Kalen Ponga is a great rugby league player. I can't really see what he would offer in rugby union, to be brutally honest. Teams out for the second half. Bulldogs holding on to that 10-point margin. They got the 22 points nice and early with 4 quick tries. But no Matt Burton for the second half. Second half underway. Titans with the kickoff. Bulldogs with first use. Sexton claims it. And the first hit up by Harry Hayes takes it out to the 20. Let's see. Let's see how my prediction goes. First try scorer, or the next try scorer, goes on to win the game, I think. Tupanua gets the legs pumping, brings it out to the 30. Oh, Kenny Nagus. Kenny Nagus, what a player. And Noah Nandruku. Oh, some golden names there. Brett Mullins. Tracy gets tangled up, has to surrender in the tackle or give up an obstruction. Last here for the Dogs. 40 out. Sexton puts the ball high. And it's bobbled by Camp Pereira. It's here for the Bulldogs. And Jacob Preston reaches out and scores. Camp Pereira spills the high ball. And the Bulldogs have come out roaring out of the gates in the second half. Jacob Preston scores. 26-12, kick to come. Jacob Preston. Camp Pereira not securing the kick. Well scooped up. Harry Hayes. And a nice offload for Preston. That take from Harry Hayes, though, that was amazing. Genitalia, you just need Wilson and Campbell. Well, there we go. Let's see how solid my prediction was at halftime. Saying that the next try wins the Bulldogs. If they score early, they'll hold on at the back end. If the Titans had scored first, I think they grind out a victory. Stephen Crichton with the conversion attempt. Taking over the kicking duties with no Burton on the field. Strikes it well. Crichton puts it right down the middle. And it's 28 points to 12. The Bulldogs. A great start to the second half, much like they started the first half. Genitalia says, can't believe Campbell is in the halves. Ooga booga. Have already hit Montoya. Just need Fafita and Crichton for the multi. I've already hit Montoya as well. Just need Bronson Sherry and Keanu Kinney. Titans with the restart. Bulldogs. Bring it out to the 20. Harry Hayes plays it. Wilson carries in midfield, driven back in the tackle. Can they score some quick tries here in the second 40, much like they did the first? Tupanua stands in the tackle. Kurtman onto Kickow. Kickow with another strong carry, bends the line. He's been big tonight, Fa'asuamaleaui Kickow. A kick on tackle 4 for Sexton, looking for the 40-20, and it bounces over the line. Was he inside the 40? Sexton has just pulled off a 40-20. No, the ball is being given to the Titans. They're going to have a look, I think. Now, Sexton, I think he might have just stepped outside. Very, very close. The Titans have been given a lifeline here, though. They've been given the ball. Jeez, I thought it was a 40-20. Let's have a look here at the replay. He's still inside the 40 here when he kicks this. Oh, millimeters in it. Titans now tackle 3, just outside their 20. They're stuck in quicksand again, the Titans, much like the first half. Play 4, just outside their own 30. Chris Randall. Now Campbell. Kicks it away downfield. Taken on the ball at the back by Montoya. And Montoya winds up. Goes straight into the line. Tackle 1. 30 meters out from their own line now. The Bulldogs. Wilson. Steps back into traffic. Now the offload for Connor Tracy. Tracy gets on the outside. Staying down the short side. Now kick out. Charging onto the ball at pace again. Montoya inside the 20. Pops it back on the inside, and Philip Sami picks up the loose ball, but is now driven over the sideline. This will be a penalty, Titans. I would have thought. No, momentum has carried him over, and the Bulldogs will get the ball back. Joseph Andy, ahoy. Welcome along. Titans are challenging this call. They want the penalty for being dragged over. Titans challenge the call. So beautiful work from the Bulldogs. Their slick hands. Montoya down the sideline. Big Tino gets across, covers him off. Montoya gets the ball back on the inside. Montoya lets go of it before he hits touch. Genitalia, you've got a theory on video ref calls this season. Oh, I would love to hear it. Titans pick up the ball. Let's play on at this point. And they hold him up off the deck and drag him over the sideline. This is going to be an unsuccessful challenge. And Bulldogs ball. Have I noticed that 95% of video ref calls go up as no tries? Well, yeah, because it's a safe option. Challenge unsuccessful. Yeah, exactly. It's the safe option. Takes the heat off the ref. %. I have absolutely no doubt that that's exactly what happens. Bulldogs now on the attack. 15 out in midfield. Tupanua carries a strong carry inside the 10. 6 minutes gone here in the second half. Back in front of the post, man, across to Sexton. Inside for Kickow. Kickow's been a beast tonight. He goes so close. Marnie fires it across to Kurt Mann, and Mann dives over under the sticks. Kurt Mann on for Matt Burton. Barrels over. And the Bulldogs, 2 quick tries to start the second half, much like we saw in the first half. And they've reopened that big lead now, 32-12, kick to come. Kurt Mann. Tino caught a little flat-footed on defense there. Hit the weak shoulder. Beautiful angle run there by Kurt Mann. Conversion from right in front should be easy. 32-12. Bulldogs back on top. From right in front, conversion successful, 34 points to 12, the Bulldogs. Harley Prime, ahoy mate. Oh, good old Tuvs. How good is Jeff Tuvey? I loved that rant that he went on. Oh, it's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. There's got to be an investigation. Titans with the restart. Bulldogs out to the 20. Well on top now, 34-12. Still plenty of time left in this game. Joseph Andy says doggies will definitely make the 8. Tupanua. Another strong carry. Dumped on his back. He's been big tonight, Tupanua. The one mistake. Marnie kicks on tackle 3 from dummy half. Well inside the 40 on this occasion. Keanu Kinney scoops it up just inside the touchline. Falls into contact. And he's wrapped up 15 out. That was a huge kick from Reed Marnie. And now big defense on the Titans. Trapped inside their own 20. Third tackle now. They're still not outside the 20. This is big Bulldogs defense. They're coming in for the kill now. David Fafita's on. Plays it on tackle 4. Up to the 30 they go now. On the 5th and last. That was a huge defensive set from the Dogs. Campbell from inside the 40. Kicks down to Montoya. Montoya takes it on the full. Heads back into midfield. Bumps off Brimson, but he's taken down by Kelly. 35 out from their own line here, the Bulldogs. Wilson. Marnie's hobbling in back play. Viking axe, ahoy mate. As a Queenslander, it sucks watching all the Queensland teams lose, but not when it's your Raiders who defeated one of them, right? Marnie, back up and about. 5th and last now, the Bulldogs, 40 metres out from the line. Sexton puts the ball high. He's overcooked this, and this will be taken on the full in the end goal for a 7-tackle set. He got that horribly wrong there, Toby Sexton. 7-tackle set for the Titans. The mighty Green Machine. Canberra Raiders. Tino carries up towards the halfway line. Play 3 now for the Titans. Some space around marker. They're 40 out from the Bulldogs line. absolutely need to be the next team to score, the Titans. Non-negotiable at this point. 35 out in midfield. Belmore taking the ground in a good legs tackle by Crichton. Fifth and last now. Campbell, crossfield kick. It's going to land on the 20-meter line. Bulldogs don't compete. Happy to let the Titans take it, and they claim him in the tackle. Penalty now to the Titans, taking the legs out of the kicker. Not for the first time tonight. David Fafita, the fresh legs. That was just lazy from Reed Marnie. He used to do that sort of stuff all the time at Parramatta, just silly penalties. Now he's carried that over to the Bulldogs. Brimson, inside ball for Furmore. 10 metres out now, the Titan. Gets the ball back for Jayden Campbell. Campbell, half a metre out. Almost over. Randall, across it goes for Kinney. Cut out ball now. And out it goes to Philip Summy to cut back in field. And Summy, half a metre short here on play 3. 34 points to 12. Bulldogs in the lead. Kinney in at first receiver. Flat pass there for Cleese. Quick play the ball. And Tino on the burst. And big Tino scores under the post. A crucial try for the Titans. It just keeps them interested. 27 and a half left to play. Plenty of time. And it's about to be 34 points to 18. Harrison, I go for the Sharkies. Big Tino, welcome back. Bursts his way through to score under the post. 34-16, kick to come. No, Ashton, I was actually born in Newcastle. I just decided to go for the Sharks. Jai, ahoy there. What's up? Do you think this match will stay under 57 and a half? Jeez, there's plenty more points left in this game. Still 27 minutes to go. I mean, the Bulldogs might stay under 57 and a half. But I think there's plenty of tries left in this game. 34 points to 18. 27 minutes remaining. Plenty of time for a lot more tries. Bulldogs with the restart. Deep into the end goal. It's a good kickoff. And a big charge from the back fence. The Titans hit it up. David Fafita with a little goose step goes through half a gap. Good strong carry and front foot ball here for the Titans. 34-18. Still not over by any stretch of the imagination. Tino offloads. They keep the ball alive. Chris Randall tries to spin away from the defense. Tackle 3. Up over halfway they go now. Brimson. Up over the halfway line, the Titans. Campbell. Cut out pass is spread well by Bronson Terry. And they hold for feeder up and carry him backwards. Fifth and last now on halfway. Campbell puts the ball high. Targeting Montoya. But Connor Tracy's under it. Tracy looking for Montoya in support, but goes on his own. Oh, and there is Matt Burton on the sideline. He's got a very, very big brace on that leg. The brace taking up the entirety of the leg. That doesn't look good. Tackle 3 now for the Dogs. Back up towards halfway they go. And a good carry there from Max King. Connor Tracy in at first receiver. The pass to Kurt Mann is dropped. And the Titans will get it. Errors creeping in here for the Bulldogs. Kurt Mann takes his eyes off the ball. There are some twists and turns left in this game. 24 minutes still left to go. Titans go down the short side for the scrum. Kinney tried to put on some fancy footwork, but he's eaten up by the defense. Fafita, another strong carry. Big David Fafita, just short of halfway. To the left they go. Fermor looks to offload. Tackle 3. Still their own side of halfway here. Titans, Campbell-Gillard, Reagan two dads up over the halfway line. Tino heads back into midfield. 40 metres out, another strong carry. Gets the offload away, and it's been dropped by the Titans. Play on now. The Bulldogs can counter-attack. Crichton steps back in field. Flick pass out the back to nobody, and it goes over the sideline. Advantage is over. That's a poor mistake. Oh, they come back. Oh, that's lucky. Lucky for the Bulldogs. Even Crichton with the flick pass, the no-look pass out the back goes over the sideline. He wanted the advantage for that knock-on, and he got it. That's advantage over for mine. Bulldog scrum feed. Here they come. Bronson Sherry attacks the line. Up over halfway now. Montoya. 6 more tackles. King. Straight up the middle. 45 meters out. On play 1. Bulldogs. Man. Dummies. Almost sneaks through. Marnie goes short side. Inside ball from Bailey Hayward. 25 meters out now on play 3. Sexton. Dummies and goes through half a gap. Sexton. No support. 15 out. 2 tackles left. Man to Hayward. Out the back to Tracy. Stephen Crichton spills it. And the Titans scoop it up. Bo Fermor brings it out to the 20. An uncharacteristic mistake from Stephen Crichton. The try was on there as well. Bulldogs. Keanu Kinney now on play 1. Dances across field. And he's hit hard in the tackle. Still 21 minutes to go. Completion rate from both sides has been really poor. 77% for the Bulldogs. 59% for the Titans. Obviously, Titans doing way worse with the ball handling. But still, the Doggies, they won't be happy with their performance. 5th and last now, Titans on halfway. Jayden Campbell with the kick. High down the middle of the field. Wilson's under it. Takes it under pressure. Wilson. And that's tackle 1. Bulldogs on their own 20-meter line. Tracy, dummies. Decides to take it into contact. The safe option. Here's Montoya now. Gets away from Jayden Campbell eventually. And he'll play it on tackle 3. 40 out from his own line. Sexton. To Max King. 5th and last. Just short of halfway. Slow play the ball. Connor Tracy now. 5th and last now. 40 meters out from the line. Here they come. Short side. Sexton. Puts the ball high. Keanu Kinney's under it. Takes it well inside the 10. 20 minutes left in the game. Titans back in possession. Keanu Kinney, he's been kept very, very quiet. Jojo Fafita carries out to the 30-meter line. Botawaker. Nice strong carry up the middle. Tackle 4. Approaching halfway. Brimson out to Kelly. Puts the step on. 5th and last now. Just inside the Bulldogs territory. Back it goes for Brimson. A high floating kick across field. Montoya takes it well. And Montoya can't get on the outside of Jojo Fafita. Hayward in a dummy half has got Bronson Sherry. Passes the ball to nobody. It's been intercepted by Beau Fermor. And Fermor takes it inside the 20. Here come the Titans again. Brimson goes short side for David Fafita. Well taken by Bailey Hayward. Campbell gets tangled up. Obstruction if he plays on. 19 minutes to go. Titans on the attack. Campbell-Gillard in front of the post. 5 meters out. Play 4. Crash ball for Fermor. He's close. He's held up and driven back into the field of play. 5th and last. And the little grubber kick through from dummy half by Sam Verrills. Probably the wrong option. And the Bulldogs dive on the ball 0.5 meter out from their own try line. Connor Tracy now in trouble. Limping. The Bulldogs again seem like they're running out of steam at the back end of the half. Montoya on tackle 4. Only 20 meters out from their own line. This is big defense from the Titan. 5th and last now. They need a monstrous kick from Sexton. From inside the 30. Thumps it away upfield. But the Titans will return the ball and start this set. Well, they're still playing on. Kinney with the pass out to Sammy. Sammy back inside to Kinney. Kinney goes straight through half a gap. Keanu Kinney steps back inside Connor Tracy. Pops the pass over the top for Jojo Fafita to score the try. The counter attack almost length of the field. The Bulldogs failing to close up the gaps out wide. Keanu Kinney finding some open space at last. Bronson Sherry overrunning the defense there on his opposite. Keanu Kinney does well there to pop that ball back in field. 34 points to 22. Oh, I told you there's some twists and turns left in this one. This game, absolutely not over yet. Up Stacey. Ahoy there. I do remember the name Makapaka. Conversion successful. 34 points to 24. Back to a 10-point ball game. 16.5 minutes remaining in the match. It is still game on. They've just not gone away, the Titans. It's back to that halftime margin of 10 points. This is exactly what we saw in the first half. The Bulldogs starting the half strong, completely falling away in the back end. Plenty of time in this one. Stephen Crichton having a really poor game, Gad, to be honest. Some uncharacteristic drop balls. Quick passes into touch. Lucky he was playing under advantage. Can he get his act together? I mean, he's all class, isn't he, Stephen Crichton? So he could very well get his act together in the final 15 minutes. Titans, though, on the front foot for feeder. Offloads to Kinney. Kinney's got some open space again outside the 20. 16 minutes to go. Campbell-Gillard on play 3. Ferrells campers out a dummy half. Tackle 4 just short of halfway. Titan with all the momentum here at the moment. 5th and last now. Inside the Dogs' territory. Campbell puts it high into the corner. Montoya waits. Takes it inside the 10. Bobbles it. Almost spills it cold. Oh, Montoya. Giving Bulldogs supporters everywhere heart failure. Bronson Sherry now. Brings it out to the 20. The Bulldogs look absolutely flat on their feet here. And a relieving penalty here for the home side. Oh, that's a huge penalty. Reagan, Campbell, Gillard, the guilty party. Big let off. And the piggyback upfield, a much needed one for the Bulldogs. Campbell-Gillard holding down. And the Bulldogs find touch just short of halfway. That's a big turnaround there. A big let-off because the Titans have had them under the pump coming back into this game. Kick out. Plays it on halfway. Josh Curran back on for a final spell. He's been big tonight. Sarah Jane, ahoy there. Come on, Bulldogs. Max King with another strong carry. Offloads for Marnie. Marnie keeps it alive now for Sexton. Sexton on tackle 4, 30 metres out. Down the short side they go. Salmon cuts back in field. Heads towards the post. Offloads for Tracy. Tracy heading crossfield now. For Preston to straighten up the attack. Cobes, thank you very much for the rose. Cheers, mate. Sexton to Curran. Offloads back for Sexton on the wraparound. Dummies and almost goes through. Sexton taken on the 5th and last. 5 out from the line. Marnie to Hayward. Hayward takes the line on. And he's held up over the line. That'll be a handover. Titans defend well. A handover 10 metres out. 13 and a half minutes to play. 10 points the difference. The Bulldogs, they'll be looking to keep the Titans pinned down here. Keanu Kinney's just started to find some open space. Brock Gray out for his NRL debut for the Titans. The number 17. And here he is with his first carry. And he's picked up and dumped in a 3-man tackle. Welcome to the NRL, Brock. Down the short side, Campbell almost ghosts his way through. Great legs tackle from Bailey Hayward. 5th and last now on halfway. Goes to Brimson for the kick. Brimson puts it high. Pressure on Blake Wilson. He does well, and he beats the first kick chaser. And he's away from another. Blake Wilson. Halves, ahoy, mate. You won your Tigers multi. Awesome. I would have won it if I had have put bloody Sonny Taruva in 3 times. Oh, Bronson Sherry's hit high here, is he? Strong contact. Tackle 4 now for the Dogs. Tracy up over halfway. 12 minutes to go. Marnie, an early kick on play 4. Puts it in behind the line. And the Titans just grounded in goal. Goal line dropout. Nice kick there from Marnie. Well weighted. Jason Callaway. My thoughts on Paul Gallen, Sonny Bill Williams boxing match. I can't wait. It's going to be fun, isn't it? We will absolutely cover it here on the Wasted World of Sports. Hopefully it's not a complete farce like that Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight. Goal line dropout here. The Bulldogs take it on halfway. And Preston is absolutely crushed in the tackle by Brian Kelly. 35 metres out from the line. Another try here from the Bulldogs. You would think would seal the deal. Salmon out the back to Sexton. Kikau angling back towards the post. Offload from Marnie. Salmon straightens the attack now. 10 metres out from the line. Jamin Salmon. That's play 3. Right in front of the post they are. Marnie dummies left, goes right for Connor Tracy. Tracy takes the line on. That's the 4th. Crichton in a dummy half. Marnie tries to go alone. 5th and last now. Just to the right of the post, 2 metres out. Curran fires it out for Sexton. Sexton grubbers in behind the line. Campbell scoops it up. Campbell offloads to Keanu Kinney in the in goal. That's craziness. But it'll be a goal line dropout for the Titans. The Bulldogs just turning the screws now, keeping the Titans pinned down this end, getting repeat sets. 10 minutes left in the game. Titans go short. The ball's loose on the deck. Crichton goes back for it. Tries to tap it back into the field of play. But that is a result for the Titans. They'll come back for the scrum. 5 metres out from their own line. Titans have done well there to get it back. Stephen Crichton trying desperately to get that ball back. 34-24, 9.5 to go. E.B. Williams, ahoy mate. Brimson feeds the scrum. Verrills breaks away from the back. Campbell, the inside ball for David Fafita. That's tackle 1 for the Titans. 9 minutes to go. 10 points the difference. Potawaka goes to ground on play 2. 35 out. Short side for Campbell-Gillard. Just short of halfway. Tackle 3. Verrills to Brock Gray, up over the halfway mark. Couple of tackles left here for the Titans. Verrills to Campbell-Gillard and Fermor. Fermor's crushed by Stephen Crichton in the tackle. 5th and last. 40 metres out from the Bulldogs line. Brimson rushes a kick away. It's high, straight down the middle of the field. Bulldogs let it bounce, and it's taken by Salmon. Not a lot of distance on that kick at all. Yeah, Matt Burton left the field with a knee injury. E.B. Williams ruled out for the remainder of the game, and he's currently sitting on the sideline. A monster of a knee brace. Bronson Sherry almost gets on the outside of the defender. 8 minutes to go. The Bulldogs through. Montoya's been caught high there, has he? No, just another good, solid hit. 35 metres out from the line. Montoya plays it. Marnie, the one-handed scoop up. Down the short side. Kikau pops the pass out the back to nobody. And it's into touch. The Titans are still alive here. Clinging on with 7.5 minutes to go. Seven minutes to go. 10 points the difference. Titans in possession. Up over halfway now. Verrills fires it back for Fotawaka. Flat-footed. Gives it to Campbell. Campbell scoots through half a gap. Offloads. And Jojo Fafita. It'll be a penalty to the Titans. A player tackled without the ball. 6 minutes 40 to go. Pressure cooker of a finish. Oh, we've got another player down in back play now for the Bulldogs. Viliami Kikau, is it? Jeez, they've already lost Burton. And now, Kikau down in back play. TJ Shack, ahoy mate. TJ Shack saying, reports Burton has suffered a suspected MCL tear. And now we've got Viliami Kikau down. Also with a potential leg injury. Kikau helped up by the trainers, and he will be off the field. Well, the Bulldogs have lost Matt Burton and now Viliami Kikau to knee injuries. Things are going from bad to worse here for the Bulldogs season, but they are clinging onto a lead here. 6 minutes 40 to go. 10 points the difference. Matt Burton already off in the first half. Viliami Kikau now been off the field. Bulldogs fans, not a sight they want to see. Two of their star players escorted off the field, not able to maintain their own body weight. Titans now with 6.5 to play. Go on the attack. 10 points the difference. 30 meters out from the try line. Fodawaker takes tackle 2. 25 out just to the right of the post. Barrels brings it to the left. Campbell to Brimson. Inside ball for Fermor. Fermor with a good strong leg drive. Takes it inside the 20. 3 tackles left. Brimson heads across field. Links up with Campbell. And David Fafita turns in the tackle and offloads. Brian Kelly now held up. Going close to the sideline here, Kelly. Tackle 4. Inside the 10. And he's dropped the ball, has he? Kelly's knocked the ball on. Big defense there from the Bulldogs. Potentially match-winning defense. Big mistake there for the Titans. 5.5 left to play. Oh, Desi's happy. Let's get more footage of Des Hasler in the coach's box. Ball just spills out there. Burner says Titans for the wooden spoon. Penalty now to the Bulldogs. A little bit of back chat from the Titans. And the referee has just said, nope, I'm not having that. Penalty was for time violation. Not packing the scrum, David Fafita. Montoya did score, yes. Montoya scored very, very early in the match. Tracy to Josh Curran. Swings away from one tackle. 4.5 left to play. Bulldogs leading by 10. King. Been strong tonight. Max King takes it up to halfway now on play 3. Marnie stays on the short side to Panua. 40 out now from the Titans line. Haywood to Tracy. Tracy takes the line on. 5th and last. 30 out from the line. Short side they go. Sexton puts it high. They chase through, but Kinney takes it. Keanu Kinney, don't give him any sort of space. Kinney is dumped in tackle 1. 10 meters out from his own line. Titans. 3 minutes 46. They've got to go length of the field here. Pereira with a strong carry, but still 25 out from their own line. A long way to go upfield. 3.5 left to play. Bulldogs holding on. Tino in midfield. Spins away from one. Curran comes back at him. They put him down on the 5th and last. The kick will be from inside the 40. No, it won't. Campbell goes on a run. Up to halfway. Fermor holds the pass up for Pereira, who tries to put the boot to ball, but he does an air swing. And now the Bulldogs open up a counter-attack. Blake Wilson has got Tracy supporting on the inside, and Connor Tracy scores the try, and the Bulldogs have won it now. A counter-attack from halfway. The spilt ball from Pereira, and Connor Tracy comes up with the try. That'll be it. 38-24. Kick to come from right in front. 2 minutes 50 on the clock. And the Bulldogs have done it. The Doggies have got it done now. The Titans running it on the fifth and last. An air swing from Pereira. And then Blake Wilson, unstoppable in open space, draws in the defense. And Connor Tracy scampers away under the posts. (38-24), the kick to come. But now that the job is done, all the attention for the Bulldogs will turn to Matt Burton and Viliami Kikau, both leaving the field with knee injuries. There'll be a lot of work to do for the Bulldogs medical staff throughout the course of the week, that's for sure. Stephen Crichton, a conversion attempt to make it 40 points to 24. A catch later game of Mel. Storm Panthers next Thursday, huh? Big one. Crichton converts 40 points to 24. The Bulldogs. Hulk Main says the Dogs played good. They played good enough, I would say. Hulk Main, there's still a lot of improvement left. But they did all they needed to do here today. A good win in the end. Losing Matt Burton in the first half, losing Viliami Kikau in the second. Both Matt Burton and Viliami Kikau suspected MCL injuries. Two minutes. Titans go short. Well, short-ish with the restart. Montoya spills it, and it's there for Keanu Kinney. 30 meters out from the line. The Titans go on the attack. Sami carries inside the 22. 6 again. Campbell pops the pass up for Ray. Tackled 15 out now on play one. Can the Titans have last say in this match? Fodawaker bumps off one. They come back at him and bring him down 10 meters out here on play two. Brimson out the back to Kinney. They race up on him. Stephen Crichton puts him down and they lose meters here, the Titans. 20 meters out on tackle 3. Big Tino picked his target. Leads with the forearm again. Brimson onto Furmore. Cut out pass to Pereira. And Pereira has to dive on the ball. 5th and last. Brimson kicks towards the post, looking for it to hit the upright. And David Fafita spills it forward in goal. 46 seconds left to play. The Bulldogs now just winding down the clock. A good victory here for the Doggies. Montoya. It's been a disaster for the same game multis this weekend. In both league and union. No Burton, no Kikau. They'll be spending some time on the sideline with those MCL injuries. 5 seconds left to play. Big Toko punter says David Fafita could go play netball. David Fafita was absolutely non-existent tonight almost. Came onto the field late in the second half and really didn't contribute anything. A couple of strong carries, but about it. The Bulldogs get the job done here, 40 points to 24. Look at all those try scorers. 54 points in the game, so I hope that we had overs. Did everybody have overs? I hope so. And a nice way to finish the weekend. 10 games that we've covered this weekend. 10 games across rugby league and rugby union. Been a hell of a weekend. My voice is absolutely cut to ribbons, but it's been fun. I wouldn't change it for the world. Wasted World of Sports, thank you so much for your company. Thank you for being with me here this long weekend. Sports action. And we go again Thursday night. Storm versus the Panthers, the grand final rematch. Looking forward to it. Reckon Storm get the win. Occasion, the Panthers still finding their groove this season. Haven't found it yet. So, Storm Panthers coming up Thursday night. I'll drop a couple of videos between now and then on the YouTube. So if you're following Wasted World of Sports on YouTube, there'll be some game analysis and game previews for the week ahead coming up. Other than that, we'll catch you live next time, Thursday, Storm Panthers. Thank you so much for being with me here for this one. Very much appreciate it. Catch you guys next time. Until then, cheers. It's been a huge weekend. And as much as I enjoy it, I cannot wait for a break. A nice long rest for the rest of the night. Cheers, everyone.